Hi, welcome to DIY Donna. I'm Donna, of course. Today behind the camera is always Maya. If you hear music, I apologize because guess what, guys? The table got made and we're back out into the tent. Well, not a tent, it is a pop-up gazebo. And it feels kind of nice to be back out here again. Kind of hot, but we do have the things down where it's a tent, sort of got a screen all the way around it. And we do have those open, a couple of them. The people behind us is partying today, and they have their music up really loud, so I apologize. But today we are going to craft with the new charger and the new calendar. And I know I said I was not going to overdo the Christmas videos in July, but I have 2 more crafts. We're going to do them and get them out of the way, and that way the rest of July is going to be restoring things, and rest of summer, and we're going to enjoy the rest of the season instead of rushing into winter already. So the new calendars, I don't know if you guys have seen it, Blossoms and Blooms. This one is really pretty. It's got watering cans, jugs, rain boots. I love this one, and it is very colorful, and I hope our aim is better, so let me know if you guys like this angle as well. Now we are going to try to bring in another camera starting next week, so let us know what you think on that idea, if other angles would be something that you guys would be interested in. So let's go ahead and continue on our crafts. So we're going to tear it out of the not magazine, but of the calendar, and then I feel safer cutting it. So we're going to cut it out of the calendar, and then we're going to paint the back of the charger. That's just to make the image pop more. And then we're going to fussy cut around the image, because don't think I'm going to be able, yeah, I'm going to be able to get it all in, but it's going to be bottom to top. So we're going to fussy cut around that. I'm going to put the rest of this up because I see future other crafts with it. Canvases, one just popped in mind, but these would be good pictures to hang up in your bathrooms, your bedrooms, hallways, things like that. So I do have other projects. So the first thing we're going to do is clean our charger, which I have some wipes here that I need to use up because they are getting kind of old, but they're still kind of wet. So we're going to wipe it clean. And this one I did not notice in store, but it has lots of scratches on it, and that's another reason why I want to paint it. Alright, so I've got my chalk paint, which I'm going to do a very, very light coat of the chalk paint. And then I'm going to take the apple barrel paint and do that one. Hang on for one sec. Okay, you guys, so I am putting the first coat of paint on, and I'm only going to go up to the pearls, or to the bead line. I'm going to try not to get none on the beads itself, or above there. And we're going to let this dry, which should not take it that long because it is beautiful here in Chillicothe, Ohio today. Okay, so I'm going to continue this, and then after it dries, we will be back on for the second coat. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm letting that dry, and now we're going to fussy cut around the image as close to it as possible without ruining the image. So this is going to take me a minute to do. So I will be right back on as soon as I'm done. Okay, you guys, so second paint went on. I think the charger looks nice. And then I cut the image as close to, what do you call it? I fussed around it to cut it, and I done the best as I could. So now I know you guys know where we're going with this. We're going to Mod Podge it. And I'm going to let hangover just hang over what does, and we will worry about that once we get everything down. So what we're going to use, of course, is our Mod Podge. Find it here, and I am going to use the matte one, and that's the one I got from the Dollar Tree. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rub it all over the image on the back, and then I'm going to lay it onto our charger. Now I've really got to get a mat for this, so I'm not. And I apologize for the noise in the background. Welcome to our new subscribers. Welcome our our oldest subscribers. Welcome to everyone. If you wouldn't mind, if you like this video, hitting that thumbs up. Also, if you heard any music in this video, we have no rights, no copyright to that. I am outside. We're going to try to make sure nothing is in the video, because I've been flagged for that many a times when we first started on videos that we did not know that got flagged. We just now found out that 3 of our old videos, one of our first ones, got flagged due to Ohio State music in the background, which at the time we did not know it. So the last time I did get told, and that's how we found out about the other. So I did lay down my image. I mean, picked it up. At first I gotta Unfortunately, I got that Mod Podge all over. Alright, so we're gonna lay it down. Not drop it down like that. Oh no, I made it ruin the whole image. Thank goodness it was not a napkin. Alright, so I'm going to literally lay this down by hand where I want it. If it will stay for me. Make sure my leaves are all out. To make sure that the wrinkles are out. Now if it's got some, that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take that one off because it was I'm gonna push it down on the side there because I want it not wholly like that though. Alright, we're going to keep moving along with this though. My leaf turned over, so now we gotta bring it back. There we go. Alright, so now, we got that lift, so let me push it down because I don't want it to rip like the side did down there. And it did cause a little wrinkle, which is okay. I'm going to go ahead and peel that off as well. Alright, we got everything laid down where we want it. And we got a little extra, but we'll deal with that once we get everything laid down. And then I'm going to Mod Podge the top of it. And then we're going to let it dry. More Mod Podge all over it. And we're just going to make sure our pieces are sealed. Underneath as well. And like I said, if you hear any music, I apologize. We do not own any copyrights to that music, us or YouTube. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and keep Mod Podging it. And if you're underneath is not laying properly, push your brush up underneath it and put that Mod Podge up underneath there, and then it will lay again for you. Alright, so we're going to let this dry. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry, and then we will figure out what to do with parts that are right there. Most likely we're just going to cut it off, and then we will seal that in. Alright, let's let that dry, and now we're going to move on to DIY number 2. Okay, so for DIY number 2, you are going to need the hanging lantern, the fake snow, and little trees, and little pieces to go to this. Now, I've wanted to do this since last year. So this year, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I got 2 of these to do with, I think 2 or 3. And then I want to put them in my front yard this Christmas. Alright, so they're very easy to pop off. You just have to kind of wiggle it got to pull this tab, which I am not wanting to do. My frame broke doing that, but once I push that back on, it will be okay. So now what I am wanting to do is take this fake snow and I am going to just sprinkle some of this at the bottom of it. Okay, that should be plenty for the bottom. We're going to put this little snowman in there. And these little bottle brush trees, which I think would look really cute. Okay, you guys, so we're still waiting on one to dry. And I'm just going to take my finger across it to help with that thickness. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and let that dry. But you guys, we got a new window AC because we have central air, but for some reason the boys' room and the hallway doesn't get it. Well, a couple of weeks ago, it was 100 and some degrees. I was not going to have my boys be really hot, so we got a window AC. But anyway, long story short, I seen a picture frame with this, and this was at the bottom of the AC, so I kept it for a craft. So we're going to do a bathroom wall decor piece using a cardboard from an AC unit that we got and the Dollar Tree wall sticker, which this was a new sticker at the Dollar Tree, and it is a butterfly. So I really like this one. So I figured we can make the frame part look like wood. Well, I'm going to try to, okay? And then this part we are going to paint, and then we're going to let it dry. And then once it dries, we're going to put our decal on it. But the first thing we're going to do is, because this piece is got to have a black, and then I am going to take the antique wax from, I thought it was Waverly, but Hello Hobby. So I'm going to put that on it for the second coat. So hopefully with the black and the brown, it will make it look like wood, is the hope. So I'm going to put the first coat of black paint, and after this dries, we will come back on, and then we will put the wax on. Okay, so I went ahead and I painted this white because we were going to do that anyway. This is dry now, so what we're going to do for the ones that are just hanging over, I'm just going to take my sharp scissors here and I'm going to clip those close to it as possible here. I can get closer, I just can't get it to. Got those. Now we're going to work on these little Alright, so now what we're going to do, the ones that are sticking up, we're just going to take our Mod Podge and go over that one more time and seal them edges in on that side. And we're going to move it over to dry. But look at our plate. I think it came out really pretty. That was a mark that wasn't dry. So let's go ahead and seal those in so this project can be complete. And this is almost dry as well. Now I stuck those on there so it can keep the cardboard straight, because we do not want that bending up on us. Alright, I'm going to take my Mod Podge and just go around our edges and seal those down completely. And you have to take your finger and just hold them down because I don't want them sticking up there. I'm just taking my finger and massaging it downwards to sort of like train it to go down. I do have my white handy. Alright, so we got those all downwards and clipped. Now I'm just bouncing my brush on them. We're going to set that to the side and let it completely dry. Okay, now what we're doing is waiting on things to dry. So as soon as everything dries, we will be right back on. Okay guys, so now I'm going to use the anti-wax, and we're going to try to make this look like wood. Now I'm hoping I am going to do it right. And I believe not, but that's okay, you guys. We're going to just go ahead and paint this. You know, maybe I will use the wipes and we will wax on and wax it off. And that's what we will do, is just smear some wax on this to dull it down some, because we are not going to be able to turn it into a wooden piece, unfortunately. I'm going to look at that more and see what other things we could do, but it still did not change my image on this. As soon as I seen it, I pictured it. So that is what I'm doing with it. It's just making a cute little hanging decor piece. And a couple little more areas, and then we are going to do our image on the other cardboard piece, and then we will hook them together. And because I'm wiping this back, it should not take that long to dry either. So alright, we're gonna let that piece sit over and dry, but this is what it looks like now. Now the first one we did looks like it's almost dry. We're going to move that back to the side, and then we're going to check on our other piece, and if it's ready to go, we will come back on. Okay, you guys, so now we have our image. Okay, so these are really good sticking, so they can stick long enough for us to do the Mod Podge on top. Body part did not want to come up. Got one body part, and I'm going to easily put this down right there. Rub it down easily. Get the rest of the body. And this time I'm going to get it from the body part. And then we're going to place these right next to each other. It'll take some concentration to do. Smooth it on there. This is what it's looking like so far. That white just made it pop. Alright, so now it comes with some pretty roses. And I'm thinking maybe adding these to the corner of the frame itself to hide some of those ugly staples. And I think there's 3 of them. No, there's 4 of these. 2 of the big ones, which we'll put, and then 2 of these ones, and we could put down here. Okay, and then these other ones, like you guys, I'm literally going to put this piece into our restroom area. Podge anyway. That looks perfect, just like that. And then they're not identical, the ones on the other end, but that's okay. We can make them work, that's all that matters. Alright, so we got our frame. Look how pretty that is. So we got our frame, and now we are going to literally put some stickers, and then we're going to Mod Podge everything. Okay, and this is our picture. Look how pretty the picture is as well. I like that picture. Alright, so now we're just going to Mod Podge everything on here. And that just requires a little bit on your paintbrush. And I'm just sewing the edges up. And once again, I'm sorry for the music in the background. We do not own rights to it. It is our neighbors. Apologize. Okay, so anyway, we're going to continue on Mod Podging all the way around the butterfly. Okay, so we're going to set that and make sure it's not thick. Everything is rubbed in. And you guys, there is some anti-wax still left on this brush, so it's kind of making the picture kind of have an old tint to it, which is okay to do. And now we're going to Mod Podge the flowers on the frame itself here. I really do like the way this come out. I want to thank you guys for watching our videos. If you would not mind giving us a thumbs up, sharing the video out. The only thing them two things do is show YouTube that people would like to watch our videos, and they will literally push them out for more people to watch. And that will also give us more subscribers. We also welcome all of our new subscribers, and welcome back to all of our recent or present subscribers. You can follow us over on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. We would love to have you over there as well. We post all the time over there on Facebook and Instagram, including I will be posting pictures of that vanity in a couple of days finished. Alright, so now we are almost completely done Mod Podging everything on these. Now I'm just thinning out the Mod Podge, holding it on this corner right here. For some reason it don't want to stay. Alright, so now I got it to stick, so we're going to leave it alone. We're going to push these over to dry, and then When they dry, we will be right back on to show you guys. Okay, you guys, because of the wax being on my brush, it kind of have smeared the wax onto the image and stuff like that when I was putting the Mod Podge on. So I went ahead and distressed the whole background so it could match. This project did not come out the way I was hoping, but it still came out really pretty. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to slowly put some hot glue really don't know what's going on with my hot glue gun. It's been heating up the whole time I've been out crafting, but it's not putting out much glue. Okay. So what I'm doing is putting glue all the way around, and I am actually just seeing where the cardboard is attaching to the frame itself, so I can put hot glue down all the way on the edges, and that's what I'm going to go ahead and do, is lay this down and then keep working my way all the way around this piece. And it might not be working so good because of the heat. Alright. Put it down there for a minute. But you guys, for cardboard, it had come out. I love this piece. It really come out really pretty. For it to be a cardboard, made out of cardboard, I love it. And it's going to look really pretty in my bathroom upstairs. Okay, that is it. The final review is coming up. Please hit that big thumbs up. Share this video out. You can follow us over on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. If you happen to come by and watch our video, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. What are you waiting for? We have a little bit of fun around here. So that is it for our craft video. I hope you all had a wonderful and safe 4th of July. It was just Friday. Today is Sunday. Okay, you guys, that is it. We will see you on our next one. Bye for now.